Hey guys, what's up? It's Jules here for WhatCulture.com, and today I want to talk to you about Seth Rollins, arguably one of the best WWE talents going at the moment. He is a man that has come from the brink of career-threatening injuries and has become the architect of his own future. Yet unfortunately, he does seem like he's going to be a footnote in another wrestler's column, if the WWE have anything to say about it. But we'll get to that. First, we've got to start at the very beginning, about the illustrious rise of the Phoenix. Now, we all know where it started, that huge win at Mania 31. This was a launching point that put him on the map, yet the problems appeared soon after. Now, despite having a great year aside from some dodgy stuff with Kane, unfortunately it came to a grinding halt when he bust his knee badly. This sidelined him for absolutely ages. However, what we did get was the beginning of the redemption arc, between basically him coming back, a bigger, stronger, better guy, basically becoming the man, against Triple H at Mania 33. Now the problem is that while this was indeed a victory for him, it didn't feel like the victory. He wasn't quite there yet. There was something a bit off. He wasn't the man, but he was definitely a guy with a ton of potential. I mean, just listen to how Stone Cold described him as being not all the way over. It's a statement that seems a bit confusing at first, but if you look at the matches he had with Samoa Joe and Bray Wyatt, it's clear to see that there was something a little off. Now, the fans liked him, but they weren't in love with him at this point, and the WWE hampered things by basically giving him tightly scripted and quite dire promos and some terrible decisions with his 50-50 booking. He also appeared to be borrowing moves and styles from the likes of Hiroshi Tanahashi and Kenny Omega, but not really fitting the mold in the right way. For example, think about how Rollins appropriated the V-trigger, but yet never delivered it with the same sickening impact that Kenny Omega did. Hell, I mean, it was called the knee for so long that it only just served to highlight how discount it made it feel. Yet this was part of the process. You can't become the Phoenix without burning it down every once in a while. So with each slow, molasses-like movement, he moved forward, poking and prodding the audience, picking up what worked and dropping what didn't. Much like Rehab, tagging with former Shield mate Dean Ambrose provided the cast for Rollins to explore more. Kinetic matches with the bar, more displays of in-ring psychology, and the ability to listen and react to the ebb and flow of the fans. Yet injury arose again, this time not with Rollins, but with his Shield brethren Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose. Roman was out for a short time and Dean out for a lot longer, which basically left Seth alone with the Intercontinental title thrust towards him. But instead of taking this and just carrying it with a chip on his shoulder, he elevated it and himself in the process. It's moments like this that really show the quality of his talent, because he was not only addressing all of the fans, but people like Stone Cold by showing he was going to get over by himself. He might have worn the Phoenix wings in Orlando, but it was this year's Backlash where he truly took flight. He was back to being the exceptional worker we knew he was, and with his opponent The Miz being the best at what he does, he finally returned to form. This match was a beautiful near-pin joy, with the built-in sympathy of Rollins' knee injury being targeted again and again. Right now, the fans love Rollins. His character is so magnetic that it pulls everything towards it. His is a persona born out of strife and basically delivering on all of his intentions. That's why they like him. Hell, he's so over at the moment that he's managed to get that stupid "let's burn it down," which basically only exists because Vince McMahon woke up after 3 years of hearing the silence and just said, nah, none of that. You have to admit, it is ridiculous, but he's so over that he got it over. Hell, he's the only person who actually goes out there and smiles, and I genuinely believe that he is happy. Unlike Finn Balor and Bobby Lashley, who just look like they've stood on some Legos. Truly, without a shadow of a doubt, he is the man now. He's the WWE Universe's man now. But is he the man to the WWE? No. That's Roman Reigns, obviously. While Rollins challenges and sometimes tops AJ Styles in terms of delivering high-performance matches, he's never sniffing about the top strap. Yet the big dog has always got his eyes on his favorite shiny chew toy. But you know what? That's not Roman's fault. As an in-ring performer, he's actually pretty fine, as I keep saying, but it's the insistency of the WWE that he will be champion that causes a lot of strife. Rollins, however, is a champion in waiting, ready to go off at a moment's notice. And it's because of this, he's become the people's flag bearer. He's found his style, he knows who he is, this confidence is real, and he's ready to lead. Which, if the WWE were being honest, they need at the moment. Their product is a bit of a shoddy mess, with 50-50 booking or feuds that don't go anywhere, with terrible comedy segments that make your skin invert and champions that just seem a bit dead behind the eyes. Or not even there in Brock Lesnar's case. Rollins, on the other hand, is a workhorse who is a f***ing stallion. Not just because I have a crush on him. Yet, the status quo is much easier to keep than burn it down and actually try by starting again. I mean, this is the thing with Roman Reigns in the eyes of the WWE. He's kind of like a statue made of tinfoil. He's shiny and bright, but he's very light on the ground with public retention. You know what I mean? Like, whereas Seth Rollins, he is a monument to somebody self-built, resilient to the sledgehammers of the higher-ups, if you know what I'm talking about. While they might try to knock his foundations, he's built something himself. And that's going to stand for a lot longer than anyone else will, or anyone else might realize. If the WWE were being honest, they would rebuild the entire product in Seth Rollins' image. And I don't mean in sort of like an ego trip sort of way. I'm not asking this to be the Seth Rollins show. I'm asking that it should be rebuilt in what he represents. Hardworking, resilient, and patient. If the blueprint was followed, everyone would be better off in the long run. For sure. If the WWE are being honest, they should be taken out to the curb and had some good f***ing sense stomped into them. Because they don't just want a man like Seth Rollins. They f***ing need him. And there we go. Those are my thoughts on Seth Rollins and the WWE if they were being honest about him. Let me know what you thought about down in the comment section below. As always, I've been Jules, you've been awesome, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye!